You're listening to the sound of rain falling in a small cabin by a stream, with a bit of distant thunder in the background. Is it raining where you are now? Or maybe it's snowing. If so, what does it sound like? Now this particular recording is quite evocative for me, with the distant rumbling of thunder that might be threatening to ignite a fire, a wildfire, as we have seen throughout Canada this year, or maybe a tornado is brewing behind the storm that could suddenly break this cabin to pieces, myself included. Or maybe this rain will go on for days and days, as it did in 2019, and fill this cabin with water and take it down the river to Lac Simon. Who knows what might happen in this era of permanent climate emergency? Now, unfortunately, listening to soundscapes like this rain and thunder now terrify me. They make me think back to the very first episode of this podcast called Terrified. In May 2019, my climate denial bubble burst. It was a terrifying and disorienting experience that made me question everything about my life. In retrospect, I realize this was a Zen-like gift of terrified awakening, of clear seeing, but at the same time, I felt paralyzed with emotion and dread. What triggered my climate denial bubble to burst? So, sweet rain, gentle thunder, thank you so much. Thank you for your gifts and for your warnings. We are changing our ways, aren't we? We are making efforts to change our ways of being on this planet. Incrementally, but we are making efforts. The problem is that science tells us that our efforts are not enough, not nearly enough, to avoid the catastrophe that is being announced. Can you hear the sound of catastrophe in the rain?